everybody, and welcome to another live stream. And in this live stream, we're going to be having a little mess around with this Traxxas TRX6 that I've been working on for a video coming up soon. And we broke it, and now we've got to fix it. And we're recording it live. But for most of you guys watching, it's going to be a replay. But in any case, leave some comments, ask some questions. I'll be chatting with you live over on the iPad, and also maybe in some of the comments afterwards, possibly, sometimes. Right, so let's get started. So here's all the people in the house so far. Hello everybody. How's everybody doing? Wheels Down RC in the house. Silver in the house. Rachel in the house. Tristan in the house. Loads of people in the house. Right, flicking round and have a little look what's going on in here. Yeah, bit of clickbait that, don't worry about that. But anyway, what I did do on this one is I put a stupidly fast motor in there, and I can now run this on 6S lipos, and it's stupidly fast, and when I revved it up, the tyres expanded so much, it just looked completely dangerous. And they expanded so much, in fact, that they were rubbing on each other and doing like a burnout, tyre onto tyre, like burnout there with wheels off the ground. So I've taken two off, and we're going to do a speed run with it like that, just on the four wheels. But I did break it. So if we flip it over, in there, look, drive shaft, and it's broken. So we've got to change the drive shaft. Also, all this lot here's come loose. So we've got to tighten that up. Also, slipper clutch has come a bit loose. So I've got to tighten that up as well. And if we got time, over here is my Lossy DBXL, whatever it's called, petrol, with the leaking fuel tank. Ian gave me a spare fuel tank. Now, the fuel tank that was in it was this one here. It was leaking. I've tried to plug the hole. It still leaked. So Ian's given me this fuel tank. However, this fuel tank is a little bit smaller. So it might fit, it might not. So if we've got time, we're going to give that a blast in a bit. Right, let's get this broken down and have a little look to see what's going on in there. Right, I'll flip you around. The thing is, on this iPhone, when you're doing live, the only microphone it picks up is the microphone on the screen side. So if I'm behind the camera, I've got to flip it round. And if I'm in front of the camera like this, I've got to flip it round this way. So when I'm wrenching, so that you guys can hear me properly, I've got to have the front-facing camera like that, which is a bit odd. Anyway, here's what it is. So what have you guys been up to? Petrol is boring, loud and stinky, says Electrics. Well, you say boring. If anything, electric's more boring, because who doesn't like a bit of noise? Right, I think first of all we need to get, this is loose as well, so we have to Loctite this. It's probably going to be worth going over a few of the screws on this, just to make sure that they're still tight. Oh, that side's come loose as well. Right, we have to bust out the Loctite on this. Can we get in on this side? Yep, that's loose as well. Aaron from Ontario, Canada. Hello, dude. What have you guys been up to? Let me know. What have you been up to? Jack says TRX4M. I have one in order, but here in the UK, we're normally a bit late to the party again. Alright. Oh, top hat just fell out. Keep that to the side. And there is the broken drive shaft, look. Hopefully I've got a spare. So, on some of these, sometimes I put an O-ring in there because it stops the water getting in. I can't remember if I put an O-ring in this one. But if you have got an O-ring in there, you've got to assemble it slightly differently, because otherwise you push the O-ring into the axle, into the diff area. Right, get that off. Have you got an O-ring in there? Yes, we do have an O-ring in there, so that was worth checking. Noah says, what happened to the RC toilet? Nothing yet. In the last live stream, we was talking about building a radio-controlled toilet. some bright spark in the comments suggested that. And I thought, silly idea. But so many of you guys said, do it, do it, do it, do it. So I said, alright, we'll do it. You guys just got to keep reminding me. Samuel says he's been running his HBR Savage. Nice! I've got the XL on order. So it should be here hopefully soon. Alright, let's get the whole corner off to make it easier to work on. I think I'm going to put gloves on in a minute because it's full of grease in there. Did you run it with 4 wheels pushing in the back or the 2 in the back in the... what? I ran it with all 6 wheels, but with just the amount of horsepower it was rubbing, so now I've changed it. Oh, look at that in there. So next speed run, I'm going to run it with just 4 wheels. Look at that. Hopefully we got some... This is heavy. This is all the trill stuff. This trill stuff really is high quality. But when you're running a lot of horsepower and a lot of weight, you are putting more load on different components. I never planned to make this fast. But I thought, sod it, for a video, why not? Be worth a laugh. And then later on, this is the motor that I did have in it. I had the Hobby Wing Axe system in there, and I think this is the best crawler system that you can put into a crawler. Because 3S LiPo, it's waterproof, really super smooth. The crawling on this is just like absolutely amazing. However, Castle has loads more power. So for a video we put loads of power in. Actually, you guys work it out. Here's the motor that I put in it. So 6900 kV. Someone work out how many RPMs that is on 6S. Let me know in the comments. And then I'm gonna, well, I don't know where my calculator is. Oh, calculator's here. So I'm gonna do the little calculation in a minute, but I might get it wrong. So let me know in the comments, guys, on a fully charged LiPo, 4.2 volts per cell, how many RPMs is this doing at 6900 kV? Let me know in the comments. It's probably over 100,000. It says on here as well that the motor is only rated for 2S, and I've been running it on 6S. It might blow up. Who knows? Who knows? Right. Now it's all greasy. So I'm going to get my baby arse wipes out. Clean the old greasage off and then get some glovage on because we've got to go inside there and get all greasy. Hey, OB's getting the Traxxas / Ultimate soon. Epic car, dude. I've got to get mine out again. I've not had my slashes out for a little while. A lot of you guys keep saying. With no load, 1.7 million RPM. That can't be right, dude. It can't be. 1,700 RPM. Jeez, really? No, 178,000 RPM. Really? My God. I've already revved it with no load, just to load the transmission and tyres. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, Hardcore said as well. 1,700, whatever it is, 1,000 RPM. That's just mad. That's like 10 times more than a Formula 1 car. That's mad. It says on the motor as well, maximum 100,000 RPMs. It might blow up. RC Track says, do you have the Traxxas XRT? Not yet, dude. UK, late to the party. Again, haven't got it yet. I've got it on order. Is it me or is the screen black? Charlie, that would be you. I can see my own live stream here on a different device and it's perfect. So I'll know straight away when it goes wrong. Look, I can see on here exactly what's going on. So if it's good on there, it's good for you guys. And if it's not good for you guys, then it's a problem your end. So you no need to tell me if it goes bad. I'll see it. I'll see it myself. Right. So let's first actually, before we take that whole lot apart, and I should have really done it before the live stream, I just want to have a look in my box of TRX4 parts to see if we even have that part. Why did I not check before? Otherwise, I might have started this live stream for no reason. I'll still have a little chat with you guys. I think I've got... Oh, that's a short one. Oh, that's a short one. Have we got the long one? Shock shafts. Come on, please. Please have dry shafts in here. Please. Please. 4-link bars. Oh, yes, we got one. We got one left. That was lucky. Lucky. You know what? I can smell burnt out motor. I hope it's not this one. I hope it's not that motor in there, because it's brand new. I've literally just spun it up on the bench and these tyres were like mad. That smells good at the moment. Alright, get this off to one side at the minute. Oh my god, Hardcore says put 6S high voltage in there for more. I think it's enough already in there, dude. I think we've already got more than enough KVs in that bad boy. Right, let's get these screws here out. Noah in the house, how you doing, Noah? You ready for another fail curry challenge soon? Do some videos about RC planes. Yeah, I will do at some point, dude. I am probably going to get myself a jet plane and build it over the winter and fly it in the summer. It's going to go wrong, obviously. I'm obviously going to crash it. But you guys will probably find it amusing, so I'll do it. Why not? Jeez, why has that not come out of there? Have I got to take the whole thing apart to get that out of there? I was hoping this would pull that way. So I've got this little hooky thing here. I'm yanking on there and no, it doesn't come out. Okay, I guess we're going to have to dig in and open the whole box up. Damn it! I'm good, Noah. Thank you. E-Revo or Sledge? I'm not an E-Revo fan, so I would say Sledge. I was disappointed when you sent it to XO1 just once. Do it to your one then, dude. You do it to your one and do a video and show us how we're supposed to do it. Lee Harding in the house. How you doing, Lee? Lee all the way from... No, Len, sorry. Len. Len all the way from Detroit, Michigan. What's going on, dude? Not using the Ugga Dugger. No, because I don't like using the Ugga Dugger too much when there's Loctite involved. Because if it doesn't come off sometimes, it strips out the thread so easily. No, I didn't want to jump it again. I mean, I thought the whole thing was going to completely die. And then when it survived and still worked, I thought, no, it deserves to live. After it took that abuse, I just thought it deserves to live. When are you going to get the TRX4M? When we can get them here in the UK, dude? I've had it on order for a while now and still not here. But the thing is, dude, I know some guys get it early because they live in the States, and other guys get them even earlier directly from Traxxas to do videos, but I don't. I have to wait until we can get them here. But on the plus side, at least you're going to get a fully honest review, because often when companies send people stuff, they have to kiss ass and only say good stuff. You know, it's not always the case, but often is the case. And I will not ever agree to any of those terms, you know. For me, you know, I do get some stuff for free, but the terms are always only if I can say what I like and do what I like, and whatever happens in the video goes in the video. And then a lot of the times the companies then go quiet and don't want to send me stuff, but that's how it is. Because at the end of the day, if I've got to lie just to make stuff look better, just to get free products, that means I lose trust with you guys. That means you guys are not going to watch the videos. And that means I make less money, you guys get a dishonest review, no one's happy. So I might as well be fully honest, buy the stuff myself, make more money for myself, and you guys get honest review. Win-win for everyone. Alright, I don't know why this ain't coming out. It should have come out even the other way. Maybe that bearing was just a little bit tight on the casing there. That's probably what it was. Right. Right. When did Kev start swearing? Swearing? What did I say? Didn't swear, did I? And Hardcore's the same. He's always fully honest with his reviews. Whatever happens, he'll show it. He's not scared to offend brands. And in my eyes, I watch channels where the people are not scared to annoy the brands. You know, as soon as YouTube creators are kissing ass, it just puts me off. I don't want to watch it. Where did I put that drive shaft? There. If there's any manufacturer butt kicking going on, it just puts me off. I just don't want to watch it. And you can see straight through it. You know, often creators think that we don't notice, but we notice. Come on, out you come. Out you come. Right, pin. Because the drive shaft comes with the spare pin and stuff, you might as well put it in. Now this here is the Traxxas steel, whatever gear it's called, it's a metal one. And because the stock one, they do break sometimes. Don't ask me for a part number, I don't know what it is, but it's the upgraded one anyway. And it does say on the packet, you need other parts to fit it, but you don't. So if you look on there, oh it used to. Oh no, that's a drive shaft, forget that. But if you look on the packet of this, when it comes in, it says you need other parts to fit it. But I've never fitted any other parts, I've just fitted it as it was, and they've always gone in, and it's always worked, and I've never had any problems. I think really they want you to buy all the gears that go in there as well, because this is a Monkey Metal gear. This is Monkey Metal stock, but it's not the gear that breaks, it just snaps out on there. So I've found it's fine to have this all Monkey Metal and then have this as steel. Hardcore, you going to get a 6x6? Any interest in the re-release HBI Baja? Nah, not really. I mean, I'm not a fan of rear-wheel drive when it comes to RC cars. I find them really difficult to drive. You don't get front brakes. I'm just not a fan. And I've already got the Rowan one. Rowan, whatever you call it. Which is almost identical. So I don't really see any need to get it, really. Unless loads of you guys go on about it. You know, if all you guys want me to do it, I'll do it. But, yeah. You should build a SMT10. Why? Is there any advantage over that to a TRX4 dude? The thing is, when it comes to crawlers, they're all the same really, aren't they? And it's just that the, you know, if you look at the TRX4 for example, it's got diff locks, it's got high-low transmission, it's got portal axles, and it's super durable, and you can get loads of upgrades for them. So if I got an SMT10, what has that got that's better than a TRX4? Oh, the SMT, is that, I'm getting confused now. Is the SMT10, is that the monster truck thing? I mean, with that, I did have one, but I gave it to Swamp Thing. Because I've got the LMT now, and I prefer that one. Right, putting a bit of Loctite on there this time. What do you think about the new MT10 brushed? Don't know, haven't even seen it, dude. Oh, SMT10 is the Gravedigger Monster Truck. Yeah, sorry, I got confused. I thought you were talking about the SCX10. Yeah, no, I did have one, and I wasn't a fan of it. You know, on the Monster Truck, they've got central diffs, and on the SMT10 they haven't, so it's not very realistic. And it seemed really lightweight, not that durable. I mean, I just didn't like it. You know, I'd done a couple of videos on it and just didn't enjoy using it. So now I've got the Lossy LMT, or LMT10, LMT, whatever it's called. And that one, I really love it. CCXRC in the house. How you doing, dude? He said SMT10 parts are getting harder to find. Yeah, I can't see any reason to get one personally. I don't like them. I mean, the Monster Truck, I don't really like that new FMS Monster Truck. It's got portal axles. A real Monster Truck's got straight axles and centre diff. So if there's a model Monster Truck, it's got to at least have central diff pumpkins and not portal axles. You know, there's got to be some kind of realism going on. Hard because there's the weight of the LMT shock. Yeah, it's heavy. Got all the trill stuff on there. That thing is heavy. Someone said you get the XRT. Yes, XRT is on order. Okay, could you do more mini crawler builds? Yes. I've got a mini crawler video coming up. It's not a build, but it's an upgrade video. I've got the SCX24. And I've got the trill portal axles for it. So there's going to be a video on that at some point. I'm just waiting. I've just ordered some RC four-wheel drive tyres for it. I'm waiting for those to come. And then I will do that video. What are your top X-Max upgrades, says Jab Plays YouTube? X-Max #1 mod I would say that you have to make is still spur gear and pinion. I think I've got is it a hot racing spur? GWS do spurs. I don't think it really matters what brand as long as it's proper steel. That monkey metal they make them out of and the pinion, they just explode like too easily. C6RC, Tony says he enjoys the wrenching video. Thanks, dude. I enjoy watching wrenching videos as well. Seeing stuff come together. If any of you guys like mini crawlers and mini monster trucks, or any RC monster trucks for that matter, go and check out CCXRC. I would say it's probably the main channel when it comes to those sort of videos. Big Beard RC in the house. How you doing, dude? You looking forward to Rossa? Why do they put monkey metal in cars at all? Well, it brings the price down a lot. And depending where the monkey metal is, it's fine. Like, for example, X-Max diffs, monkey metal, but they're fine. You know, if even on the Creighton, the spur gear in the Creighton is monkey metal on the 8S ones, but they're fine. So as long as it's not in a weak spot, it's fine. But you know, spur gear in an X-Max, monkey metal, no, they just go too easily. The next mod I would do is RPM rear hubs. That is a must because the stock ones break quite easy. Then you want to do the Sen hinge pin mod, or M2C makes some. But definitely do that upgrade because it saves a lot of arms getting ripped out. CCXRC says, just went and raced at the Raminator Monster Truck Shop in Illinois. Had loads of fun. Hey, that's epic. Is it going to be a video, dude? Right. So, when you want to waterproof these axle housings, stock, there's no O-ring on the drive shaft here. So, when that axle is in there like that, all the water just floods straight in. It's going to fill those housings up like instantly. But, if you get a little O-ring and you shove it on your shaft like that, Make sure there's some grease on there. I've completely filled this with grease anyway, so I'm not going to bother putting any more on there. Then you get, well no, actually, sorry, tell a lie. It makes it a little bit more fiddly to put it together, but it's worth it. So then you want to get this bit, whatever that's called, and shove that through the hole like that. Then you want to get the O-ring, make sure it's got grease on it. Lewis in the house, how you doing, dude? And then we put that in there, and now you have to get this O-ring. It's tricky. It is tricky. You've got to get that O-ring pushed into that axle thing, into the tube. And it is fiddly. Might take a little bit of messing around, but there we got it in. So then once you've got that in, now you get this piece, slot him over like that. And someone says make CCX a moderator. Okay. Where's CCX? Oh no, I've got gloves on so the touchscreen's not working properly. Oh, it's not working properly. Right, there's CCX. Oh no, I've got to do it on the phone. I've got to do it on the phone. Alright, where's CCX? We'll make him a moderator. Well, so guys, let me know in the comments what you've been up to while I'm looking for that. Hardcore, stop being rude. Oh, it's not working with gloves on, and I can't even find it. So many comments back now. You lot are probably going to get bored and start clicking off the video. Right, there we go. Tony CCXRC is a moderator. So now if any of you guys are misbehaving, he can time you out and block you as well. So there's that. And Big Beard RC while I'm at it. Oh, what's going on? Right, there we go. Big Beard RC can also be a moderator. There you go. There you go. That's all that done. Let's flip that back round again. We've got after moderators to keep the old chat clean. Boom. Noah says, can I be a moderator? I only let people be moderators who I know who they are. I don't just let anyone be a moderator, because it could, in theory, be a troll, and then they could just go around and just block everyone and ruin my channel. So I only make people moderators who I know who they are. And you don't need too many moderators, otherwise everyone else can't be seen. Can you do another RC drop from a drone? I can, but they're getting more strict with drone laws. And you're not actually allowed to drop anything from them, so you could get in trouble, so I better not. Grant, how you doing? I'm good. Moderator apocalypse is real dangerous. Saw it happen once, really hurt the channel. Oh, what is a moderator apocalypse? I've never heard of that. What is it? Never heard of that, dude. Right, so now with the O-ring in there, so it makes it a little bit more tricky, because you've got to do these 3 screws up with this loose. What would have been nice if they put a little groove inside the housing so you can put an O-ring in there and it holds it, but it hasn't. So it means that we have to go and do it like this, and it makes it more fiddly to work on, but it's definitely worth doing, because what's more fiddly is when water gets in there and it seizes up all your diffs and everything. That's the worst when that happens. Jason goes, let's drop it from a helicopter instead. I think helicopters and drones have got the same rules, so probably still not really allowed. Alright, so now we need to get that in and the shaft lined up inside, which is tricky. Come on, get in. Get in. It definitely makes it a bit more tricky to work on. Because now what we've got to do, we've got to get that shaft in there. And at the same time, we've got to line this shaft up with a diff. At the same time, you've got to get this down without the top hats falling out. Might be a challenge. It might not. We'll get it in though. We'll get there eventually. Okay, do you remember what gearing we were running on the Mini E-Revo? Stop for me. Come on, get in. Why won't you go in? That's what she said. Oh, well, these top hats are falling out now. Alright, well, let's leave that out for now. Just try and concentrate on getting this shaft in. Right, we're in. Right, we are in. So now, we've got to get these top hats in and hope they don't fall out. It's definitely a bit fiddly doing this, but it's worth it, guys. Keeps all the dust out, mainly the water out. So if you're going through water, I would say definitely do this. On my first TRX4, I didn't do it. Went through water, eventually all the diff stopped working, it all jammed up, I took it apart, it's just full of rust in there. I had to throw it all away and rebuild it all. Oh, how rude. I'm ready to see you bash the new XRT. Yes, I will, dude. Once that XRT comes, I will bash the living hell out of it. Don't you worry about that. A good person says morning from California, everyone. Morning, dude. Even though here it's 20 past 5 in the afternoon. Even though it's pitch black outside now. Oh, Nano's Parks is working a regular job with incompetent people sucks. Yeah, I mean, if you've got a regular job and you've got to work with people that you don't get on with, that absolutely sucks. I completely hear you there. I've had jobs before where you got, you know, I normally get on with most people. You know, most people I get on with, but it only takes one person that you don't get on with, and they can just make your day a misery. You know, if you've got to work with someone that you don't like, and you've got to see them all day long and work with them, it's just the worst. Another bonus of working for yourself, you don't have to deal with any of that. Alright. We're worried about the XRT video, seems it's never going to come. Yeah, well, I've got to wait till they're available here in the UK, and they're not yet. If they would have sent me one early, I would have happily done a review on it. But, you know, obviously there must be some reason why they don't want me to do a review on it. So they've given it to loads of other channels, but they won't give it to me. I'm not trying to sound big-headed or anything, but I reckon I must have sold a lot of X-Maxes for them. But, you know, I'll cut my connectors off. I'll show the monkey metal gears that they suck. I'll show anything else that sucks. And I guess they don't like that. They probably only want people showing the good parts of them. But, you know, in my book, if you want only good parts showing, then you're best making RC that's only got good parts. If it's got bad parts, or anything sucks on the RC, I'm going to show it. I don't care what the brand is. Even when it's friends. You know, if a friend gives me a product to do a video on, if something's bad on it, I'll show it. I'm not going to hide it. I'm not going to cover it up. My loyalty lies with you viewers. You know, like Raz, he's given me a few of his perfect pass servos. And I said to him, I was like, yep, I'll put them in the videos. I'll put a link in the description where people can buy them from. But if it breaks, I'm showing it in the video. And he's like, oh man, I was like, dude, it's all of that. I'm not doing it at all. He goes, yeah, all right, go on in. And I was filming my new, what's it we call it? Armour Notorious. I've got one of Razzy's servos in there, and it appeared that the servo failed at first. And I was like, oh no, I hope it's not the servo, because, you know, even if it is the servo, I've got to show it. You know, obviously I don't want it to fail, because it's my friend, and I want his products to do well. But at the same time, if it fails, I have to show it. You know, no one gets special treatment. You know, whether I'm friends with the brand or not, everyone gets the same treatment. Right, that's back together again. But luckily for Razzy, it was just a servo horn that stripped. It wasn't the servo. Servo is still perfect. So far, perfect past servos. I haven't killed any yet. And I've got to say, I think probably so far it's my favourite all-round servo. They seem to be good at everything. I mean, in these, you can put them in these because they're waterproof and they've got loads of torque. You can put them in like the world's fastest RC cars because they're fast enough. So all round, you know, if you're not sure, you know, obviously there's different servos that are faster and other servos have got more torque if you're going to go sort of application specific. But price in mind, I would say it's probably my favourite servo I've used so far. I've not broken one yet. 50 kilos of torque, loads of speed. So far, I've got to say, can't really fault them. That's come loose. See, so we've got to take this apart now. Oh, Lee's moderating. He's saying no spamming. Yep, anyone spamming, you're going to get warned, timed out, or blocked. Don't do it. No spamming. Kev, have you ever considered drone racing? I have got a racing drone, but I haven't raced it yet. And I don't think I'd race it. I mean, I'll probably hoon it around, have a bit of fun with it. You know, like what, I forgot, what's the YouTuber's name that got a racing drone, he flies it all through buildings. I forgot what his name is, Mr. Something, isn't it? So I could see myself doing that for a bit of fun. But I can't see myself sort of really getting into it. Alright, so now this, now all these screws are fully come out. Look at that. Lucky we caught this early. That could have been game over. That could have been game over. Look at that. Look. Look at those screws. Come all the way out. I'm surprised they're still on there. Yeah, so we're going to take all those out, Loctite them, put it back together again. So think when you're putting a metal screw in, Loctite. Metal to metal, always Loctite. That. What's the fastest you've clocked a helicopter, Kev? Fastest in a helicopter, I think 70. That's the first time I tried it. I've got my Goblin 580, put a GPS on there. Give it a quick hoon, I think it got 70 mile an hour. I mean, if you started putting the pitch up and had a bit of practice and stuff, I reckon I could get loads more out of it. But that's literally just as I set it up when I first got the heli and haven't touched it. How's the RC toilet coming along? Not yet, dude. I'll have to get on it soon, though. Hey, Waves, are so cool to finally catch you live. Welcome, dude. If any of you guys missing live streams and you want to be part of it, just smash the bell button. Obviously you've got to subscribe as well, but smash the bell and then you're notified when I go live, and then you don't miss them. There you go. Looking forward to seeing you and Tom Lee race. Yay! I don't know when he's going to come down. He was supposed to come down like a month or two ago and he bottled it. Right, this is not... Oh, it's a bit tricky. You should do a 100 mile an hour helicopter. I don't think it'd be too hard to get a helicopter to do 100. I mean, people have gone much faster than 100 with helis. Trouble is with them, when they go out of sight though, that's the problem, isn't it? When an RC goes out of sight, you've only really got to keep it in a straight line. When a helicopter goes out of sight, you're not controlling that, that's going in. It's not like an RC car, you can just slow down and walk over to it. I mean, if you lose sight of it, that's crashing. Oh, this is fiddly. Fiddly! Just trying to get the thread started. Like that. And you got a... fiddly. Fiddly! Would you have taken part in the fastest crawler comp? What, the one that Tom Lee done? Probably not. I've got too much on at the minute. And I do want to do... I've done fast crawlers before. But it doesn't really appeal to me because you're taking a crawler, making it not crawl anymore. And I'm not... Nothing against it, you know, not hating on the idea. The thing is with RC, you've got to do whatever puts the biggest smile on your face. But personally for me... I get the fun out of getting the crawler to go as fast as possible, but having it so it can still crawl. But that's the beauty of this hobby, you know, there's so many different options. You can do what you want to do. As long as you put a smile on your face, you're good to go. So if it was like who can build the fastest crawler, but you're not allowed to make it any worse at crawling, then I would have definitely been up for taking part. I've rounded it off. Oh well. Hopefully we haven't got to take it apart in a while. Alright, that's back in. Please could you say boom? There you go. Can't wait to see Stemp on the RC toilet. I like the smile on your face quote. Yeah, well that's the thing, it's a hobby. I mean, sometimes people forget that it's supposed to be a hobby. You know, when you're doing a hobby, the only reason you do it is to have fun. If you're not having fun, why do it? It's just no point. So when people tell you, oh, you know, you're doing it wrong. Like, it's a crawler, it's not supposed to go fast. It's like, it's putting a smile on my face, dude. It's a hobby. You know, there's no argument. When I might want to put bit wheels on that big. I might want to put in a motor that size. I might want to run it with 3 wheels. It doesn't matter. It's a hobby. There's no right and wrong way of doing it. Apart from the smile on your face. So I just never get it when people are saying you're doing it wrong. It's like, well no, I've got a smile on my face, I'm not doing it wrong. If you haven't got a smile on your face, I'll tell you who's doing it wrong. When you go to some of these radio controlled car racing events, sometimes people take it so seriously that they're not having any fun. You can just see they're angry, and when they're not winning they go home. They're doing it wrong, because they're not having fun. So they're spending all this money on all these toy cars. They're probably upsetting the wife because they're always tinkering with RC cars, not giving the wife any time. They're wasting all their money, they're wasting all their time, and they're not even having any fun. So it's like, well, why are you doing it? They're not making no money out of it. They're just sitting there angry. It's just why? Why would you do a hobby if you don't enjoy it? That is the only time you're doing it wrong. There will always be Karens in this world. Yes. That is also fiddly to get an Allen key in there. Get an L-shaped one in there. Right. There we go. We are back together. Yeah, these are still tight around there, so that's good. Yep, these are tight around there as well. Thing man says my wife is upset. Well, the thing is, you've got to have your hobby, haven't you? I mean, to me, if the wife says you can't do your hobby, it's not a wife worth having. But at the same time, you've got to compromise, you know. You can't, if you're letting the hobby take over and you're obsessed about it and you're not giving the wife any time and you're wasting all the family money, then, you know, maybe the wife's got a point. But if the wife won't let you have a hobby at all, then I don't think she has got a point. But you know, if you're single, you don't have to worry about that. You can do what you like. You should start an RC podcast. It's not really me, really. I'd rather just come on here and chat with you guys live while I'm wrenching. Right. Oh, why does that not sound healthy? That's not feeling good. It feels good like that. What? See, that feels good. That moves nice. That moves nice. What? What? How can that be? Look, that feels awful. How? Oh. Ah. That's why. Look, when this axle's hanging down, it's making that drive shaft angle funny. So when we do our speed run, I think I'm going to have to put a zip tie around here to hold that axle in position. Ah. Right, well, we'll do that off camera because I haven't got any big zip ties there. They're all next door. I'm not going to bore you guys with looking. Heli guys can be terrible, compassionate. Some heli guys are pretty awful. They really think heli guys. Yeah, they're some of the worst. Same as jet guys. Some of them are bad as well. They just think it's big business. They forget that it's a toy. I mean, I think if anyone who thinks it's not a toy, they've got a problem. I mean, if you're playing with a radio controlled helicopter and you're flying it around, or you've got a toy car like this, or a toy X-Max, or a toy jet, it's a toy. And if these people think that it's not a toy and they take it all seriously, they're in the wrong hobby. I mean, how can you possibly think that this is not a toy? I mean, how can it not be a toy? I mean, what is it? It's not a tool. It's not big business. It's a toy. And just because it's intended for adults to play with, it's still a toy. You ever get bored of driving the same RC car? Well, I don't, dude. I've got a few. But, you know, I don't drive them every day. You know, we go out on the weekend sometimes. Right, so this one's good. Was there anything else we got to do? No, I don't think. I think that's it, apart from the zip tie. So we're going to leave that for now. Have a little clear up on the bench quickly, and then we'll have a look at the lossy. We'll get that fuel tank in there. Can you do any drag racing with a drag slash? I've already done a video on that, dude. And it's not really my sort of thing. So, you know, I can't just get the same car and just film the same video again. That'd be boring. But, you know, if I can think of a cool idea what I could do with it, that I think that people are going to want to watch, I will. So, give me some ideas. What can I do with it? It's going to be interesting. I mean, that's why I don't really do X-Max or skate park anymore. You know, there's already 100 X-Max videos with skate park on my channel. I mean, I'll do it every now and then, but, you know, how many times can you film the same stuff and expect people to watch it? It's going to get boring. We've got to keep the content fresh. That's the trouble. We've got to keep buying new RC cars. Yeah, that's not really the trouble, is it? I mean... That was this drag slash versus XO1. Yeah, you could do that, I suppose. Right, hold on. Got runny nose. Get some snot out of there. That's better, huh? Hardcore says, did you find out what's got a hole in the tank? No! I can only assume it's a manufacturing defect. You know, they put glue in it to podge it up. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Yeah. Are you not working today, Hardcore? Right. So this is Ian's tank he gave me. Should probably flush it out. There's got a bit of dirt in there. Hopefully this cap's going to fit it. Please fit. Oh no, did it fit? Ah, it's a different size. Oh no. Well, I'm not going to bother fitting it because the cap doesn't fit. And I don't want to waste my time putting it all in and I can't get a cap for it. I have to ask Ian if he's got a cap that I can have as well. Alright, so we're not going to do that one today. That's me all wrenched out, everything else works. How's the Banggood special? Oh, I can show you. Tom Lee in the house. How's the big Banggood special? I will show you, Mr. Tom Lee. Let me get my glovage off and I'll chuck it on the bench. And I'm going to get the hoover on there as well because it's all dusty and dirty. Right, headphone users, careful. Hoover coming on. There we go, there we go, there we go. There we go, Mr. Tom Lee. Have you got one coming? Is yours the 160 amp hobby wing one? I think so. So this thing here, I got it from Banggood. It's expensive, it's like $750. It's more expensive than a Sledge. And it's more expensive than the Creighton 6S. It is a bit bigger, but it is a budget brand. So I don't know yet if the price point is justified. So we're going to take it out probably on Wednesday or Thursday, give it some hiding and see. But it does look good. So like, sleek peak, got all these headlights and stuff in the body, which I don't really care for. You know, for me it's the basher and all this stuff. You know, this is heavy, that all adds weight. And stuff to break, so I don't really like lights on RCs, it's more to go wrong. I mean, they can look cool sometimes, but I'm a basher and lights are like the first thing to break. Hard cost, that's how much? $750. Banggood special. So it looks like it's got a Max 6 in there, however, I've got some different program cards here, and they don't work. Both of them don't work. Both of these Hobby Wing program cards are not working. Now I've just dropped rubber into my drink. Oh, I just brought this over so I can have a little swig of it with chicory. And I can't now because I've dropped rubber into it. But I did the burnout on the desk. It's got rubber everywhere. It's all over there and it just went in my cup. Right, so anyway, it comes with a 7075 chassis. So it says on there 7075, it might not be. The Traxxas, no, not the Traxxas. The EXB Armours also say 7075 on their chassis, and they bend just as easy as normal ones that I've found so far. So this might be a porcupine, a lie, we don't know yet. Servo, it feels good, but you know, it's got plenty of torque, it's on the floor, we won't know yet. It's got an Armour style top deck, but two. All the wishbones look heavy duty. I mean, it looks really good. It's got metal in the right places, metal hubs in there. So it's got metal shields on the bearings. So that means water's going to get in, so that's not so good. So yeah, I mean, I don't know yet till I run it. I mean, parts are going to be harder to get than a normal RC car. You're going to have to order them from like ZD or somewhere, because most normal shops don't stock ZD stuff. So it's, in my eyes, it's going to have to be a lot better than the Armour and the Traxxas for me to consider it. Like a lot better. Someone's been hitting the gym. What with this? With that? The shocks look huge. Yeah, they're pretty big. Dan's Bearded RC Adventures in the house. How you doing, dude? Everyone keeps saying how much longer till you get your XRT. I don't know. I mean, when we get them in the UK, I guess. Not yet. Ghost, what's up, dude? Ruben, what's up, dude? What coffee you like? I don't really drink coffee. I like the taste of coffee, but it's an addictive substance. And I used to be addicted to coffee. I used to drink so much of the stuff, and it just makes you feel all jittery, and then you need coffee to wake up properly in the morning, and no, it didn't do me any good, so I gave up the coffee. I haven't drunk any coffee for a few years. You know, I think anything addictive, you shouldn't really do it. You know, especially not at least not every day. Send the monster trucks to the moon. Yes, we do. Can we have a sneak peek at some projects? If you look at the last Today in Talbot shop, it's got pretty much everything in there. I mean, I could quickly show you. Then I'll let you go. I want to make a new chicory. I've got some other work to get on with. So, got to put a new chassis on the XO1, but that's not going to be a video, probably do that live. Been building this Car Show MP10T. It's ready to go. I've just got to run it in, and then we're going to take it racing. We're going to take it to Hearts. I think Noah's going to come. Some of the rest of our crew are going to come along as well. Have a bit of fun up there, upsetting some of the racers. I've got this Inferno here that my friend Mick built for me. And he's built a lot of European Championship winning cars. He's mechanic for them and built the cars. So I've had the best person in the know to build me and set me up a buggy. And he's going to come along with me and he's going to give me tips and pointers and help me race it. So we're going to see how well I can do with that. Hopefully really good. With a well-handling car, anyone that can half drive an RC car, I reckon's got almost potential to win at club level. So, you know, if you've got a badly set up car, then you're going to be bad. A good set up car, I think anyone that can drive RC's got a chance of winning. So maybe we can win. I don't know. Maybe. We've got these drifters here. I've got this one here, which is a ready to run. That one's for me. And I've got one for Vinny there. Look, he's got a kit version. This one's carbon fibre. You've got to put your own stuff in it. What else we got going on? A few bits going on. We've got the rotary engine that I've had troubles with. We've got a V8 engine in here. I've got more work to do on the speed car. Well, that's pretty much good to go. I've just got to run it. It's winter now, though, so probably have to wait till the summer. Got to take the raminator out. That's been ready to go ages ago. I've done some work on the transmission. Double shocks on there. Just got to take that out. This one we've got to fix. I've had all the parts turned up for that. So I'll be working on that one soon. Got to fix that. Got a sledge video coming up. I've got some GPM aluminium chassis braces to put on it. I've actually got a whole bag full of GPM parts that they wanted me to put on it, but I don't know where they are now. They're somewhere around here. I've got loads of GPM parts to put on it, but it's going to make it heavy. So I said to him, look, I'll show them on the video, but I'm not going to put them on. I'm only going to upgrade what goes wrong. I'm a believer of if it's not broke, don't fix it. So, you know, I'm not going to change all the shafts and all the other parts if there's no problems with the original. So, you know, with this, I've broken the originals. So I think it's worth trying these GPM ones out. What else we got going on? Yep, so we got that. You've seen that one. I've got about 16 videos. I've got a whiteboard up on the wall there. I've got 16 videos on there that I'm working on at the minute. No, it's more than 16. It was 16. I think it's about 21 now because he shut that door. There's more. That video, Notorious. My brother's got to edit, and then that'll probably be the next video. We've put a load of upgrades on there, M2C stuff. Sausage needs some transmission work, and we're probably going to end up long jumping it. Monster truck parts here, look. Monster truck, I need to do a few little more bits to it. It's pretty much good to go. I put a faster rear steer pump in it. I've got some longer limit straps to put on the back, so I've still got to put those on there. The wheels are taken away. I've got 6 wheels, and a company called Farmers Tyre, they're putting me on, putting the tyres on. They're going to bring them back, and then I want to put them in this workshop with the big wheels on. It's going to be a tight squeeze with the truck all the way up against that wall there. The other side of the truck's going to literally be like to there. There's going to be like that much room to squeeze past. That's how wide it's going to be. So what I want to do, I want to come in the morning. I want to sit here on my little chair and just admire this with the big wheels on there. This thing's been my dream all my life, guys. You know, like that's my baby. So you got to admire it sometimes, but on the little wheels it looks a bit silly. Needs the big wheels on there. Do you know what's crazy? People laugh how small these wheels are, but this here is an Andy Landy wheel, and everyone says, "Oh, Andy Landy wheels are really big," and they are big for like a road car. But check this out. Check this out. So tiny wheels, massive wheel. Let's get that next to there. Right, look at that. The tiny monster truck wheels are actually taller than the big Landy wheels. And you know, this has got the weight of the truck on there and it's got a bit flat look. But when that is not on the truck, when you take the weight off of it, it's actually taller than this. That's crazy, because everyone says Andy Landy's got massive wheels and the monster truck's got tiny wheels. Now you can see. Andy with monster truck wheels. Oh, if you head over to my Instagram, head over there. There's a picture of a monster truck wheel next to Andy, and that'll give you some perspective. Andy Landy monster truck wheels. They wouldn't even go on. I mean, if you tried to put those on and tried to drive, that would just snap all the divs and shafts and everything. When's the new video with Lossy 5T? Yes, that's another video. I forgot about that one. It's a Lossy 5T. That one's going to come out soon-ish. Everything's soon, isn't it? Wait, sponsored Babe Baz says, I donated to Great Ormond Street. Thanks, dude. So a lot of people have said to me, Kev, I want to donate. Where's the donation gone? Well, I took it off. I took the donation off of this channel, and instead I put a link to my favourite charity down below, Great Ormond Street. They're a hospital for sick kids. They do a great job. And they need the money more than me. So if you've got any money you want to donate, give it to my favourite charity. Link down below. Monster truck wheels on laminator. Yes. Leslie says, when did you know I want to build a monster truck? I think everyone should build a monster truck. What stunts do you want to try first in the monster truck? I've done a donut, I've done a jump, probably moonwalk. Got to learn that one, but I want to get my own piece of land so I can just roll it out my shop and just play with it. You know, if now I want to learn a moonwalk, it means I've got to take it somewhere. I haven't got a lorry to even move it, so I've got to hire a company to move it for me. Then I've got to play with it. Then if I break it, I've got to try and load it back up and get it back into the shop here with just a little forklift. So at the minute, not realistic. So once I get my new property, then I want to learn all stuff like that. So moonwalk will be the first one, because with that one I can take body off, I can just practice. If it goes wrong, it will just go flop and put it back over and just keep trying. I want to learn driving on 2 wheels sideways, the bicycle. The old wheelies, got to practice that. Backflips, maybe, if I've got the bottle, who knows. Oh yeah, I know some people have hurt themselves doing backflips, so yeah, I might not, I don't know yet. If you risk breaking your back over it, it might not be worth it. Best motor upgrade for SCX24. Well, in my one, I have the Trill motor, not Trill motor, the Furitech motor I've got in there. Joko says, how much did the monster truck actually cost? It cost 250,000, just a truck, and then you need spares on top of that as well. But just a truck on its own, about 250 grand. Do you know what? What I was going to do? I was going to do a live stream of just a Q&A of the monster truck, if anyone's interested. Because I know there's a lot of people out there that build scale monster trucks, and you want to know what size parts are so that you know what size to make them. So if enough of you guys are interested, I'll do a live stream. I'll have my tape measure, and you guys might want to know what's the diameter of a shock, or what's the diameter of a foiling bar, what's the measurement from there to there. Well, I can measure it then, whatever you want to know. And then saying you guys are building a 1/10 scale monster truck, you just got to divide that by 10. You know what size to make stuff. Do a replica of Andy. Yeah, I mean, I need a van body. I mean, I needed a defender. I need a defender. A van body. Turbocharged Lambo. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I will at some point. I don't know when though. I've got other priorities at the minute. Desert Life goes, Kev, how are you? I'm good, thank you. How are you? Right, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. I'm going to make another drink, and I'm going to carry on with some other little bits and bobs I've got going on in here. So I will see you guys very soon in another video. Thanks for stepping by. And there's going to be a video on the main channel, probably of the TRX 6 on 6S. I just got to film it doing a speed run, and if that's semi-successful, then I can finish off the video. All right, guys, take it easy. Bye. Bye.